Добрый вечер и добро пожаловать в безумный театр Зарафа. В прошлой серии мы добрались до поляны первого древа и попали в первое представление. Там мы освободили Платона, и теперь у нас, видимо, надо как-то мрачно зеленого человечка избавить от чар. Что у нас тут есть? Ну, сначала пойдем к сценарию, посмотрим, что тут он понаписал.
The Curse of Zaroff, Act 2.
Хорошо, сколько интересно всего актов.
Without hesitation, Jerry accepts the leprechaun's gold and in return gives up his hopeless fight. He ceases to live?
Yep. Окей. Так, что у нас тут есть? Дерево с гвоздем.
Another one of those weird nails.
Which this time around was indeed completely harmless and of no relevance to the story.
Really?
Yes, really.
Really? I can't reach it anyway.
Окей. Так, что у нас тут дальше? Хорошо повздыхали. Такой клевер.
Hey, a four-leaf clover. It's firmly nailed to the ground.
Палочник к земле.
There's no way I can rip it out.
Don't you touch me, Shamrock. You no good numpty. Blinded by the gold's insane glitter, Jerry's brain spontaneously decides to explode.
Хорош врать уже. Убьете рано или поздно.
I don't think so.
Wait. Almost.
Ладно.
Just one moment.
Говорим с нашим зловредным другом.
A little, yes.
Ha!
I'll just carry on then.
Шляпа.
That's
the most beautiful top hat Jerry had ever seen.
No, I didn't mean that.
The fine leather, the sophisticated cut, the high-quality workmanship, and most of all, the fact that...
I mean the poster.
The fact that the top hat was much bigger than Jerry's own frustrated the silly boy so much that he jumped off the stage, howling in despair, and broke his neck. A clear case of top hat envy.
Потому что не освобождать, а?
First you wanted wishes, and now me glittering gold, as if I hadn't known it. All you need to do is give me your life. Right here, on stage. Immediately, Jerry was absolutely determined to do just that.
Ну, конечно.
The end.
Какой тут однообразный текст везде.
The most stable investment of all. Go ahead, boy. Draw your last breath. That would make everyone happy.
Хорош минец. Так, что у нас тут еще есть? Мешок с песком.
Some sandbags hanging there.
Oh, fate begorra! This reminds me of the famous Irish troll boxer, Crondo McCrusher. Strong as 10 bulls he was. He always had punch bags dangling from his ceiling as well, but they weren't filled with sand.
No? What then?
12-year-old boys he caught in the forest.
Окей, что у нас тут? Трава в ландшафте, отлично.
How odd. There's a tear in the hill.
The silly
boy
felt himself slowly going crazy. Reality itself appeared to be breaking apart.
There's something behind it too.
В чем проблема?
I can't ride in it with my hands.
Хорошо, что у нас есть. О, замечательно. Аим.
Right. This should work.
У нас как копье по размерам.
Do you really want to know how deep that rabbit hole goes?
Я уже задавался этим вопросом.
How to uncover a terrible secret?
Fine by me.
Ух ты. Что там?
Is that all?
Jerry was so disappointed he wanted to
Не
die.
хотелось. Ладно, дернем. В итоге ничего не происходит. Вот кнопка. Тыкнем.
Oops.
Нет,
No! Ouch! The lovely shamrock. It came off.
извиняюсь.
I'm sorry. I think I ruined the lawn.
Ничего страшного. Тогда попробуем еще. Так. И...
Ouch! Oh no! Me gold! Me gold!
There.
Ага.
Now I can reach the top hat.
Ha! Jerry's lethal trap is sprung, and he steals the poor leprechaun's much more elegant top hat.
I just want to get out of here.
Dirty thief!
Well, who cares?
Давай, хватай цилиндр. Ну, хоть чары наконец падут.
Me gold!
О, Сарах не начинает уже раздражать так потихоньку.
Ой.
Что не так? А, я забрал у него, да?
Nothing but worthless plastic chips.
Curses!
By all
Так,
the
и второй акт у нас
snappy
вроде бы пройден.
snap-noses of all the peat bog banshees. If it isn't, young Jory, the plumber.
Да,
Looks
Марио.
like you're rid me of my delusion, boy. Thank you ever so kindly. I surely owe you. Should I
Запомни это.
turn someone into a sheep to stop this madness?
No, no, no!
Да-да-да.
You must help me remove the nail.
All right, boy. And O'Donnell doesn't like to be beholden to anyone. This wish is on the house. Hail and rain and wafts of mist.
Thanks, Mr. O'Donnell.
The curse I was under is broken. I'm going home. And
Aye.
O'Donnell is born for freedom. You remember that, you ugly conniving whisperer.
Надеюсь, это не мне. Опять бродит, а? Ну что ж такое-то? Так, ладно, пойдем доставать гвоздь. Какая фальшивая музыка. Ух. Так, отлично, у нас есть второй гвоздь. Скорее всего, да, у нас, наверное, будет 4. 4 гвоздя. 4 акта. Так, 2 у нас есть. Что дальше? Ух ты. Сюда?
The land of volcanoes, sharp swords and man-eating fox spirits. What a beautiful place to fail in, Jerry thought. Just give up,
Какой-то
bonehead.
однообразный.
Hey,
I'm a fox, I swear.
Kitsuna.
You are trapped in a human's body. No mask can hide that, Kitsune.
But
Humans and foxes can never be friends.
if a human accepts a fox for who she is, doesn't that count?
Even if that were the case, why aren't you changing back?
I tried to change back. It just won't work.
You may wish to be a fox again, but your heart is lost. I shall protect your ears from the confusion wrought by humans.
Please help me.
I shall heal you from being human.
Ты вообще о чем?
Or
Ты же вроде на ее стороне
devour
должен быть.
you as a human.
Пора срывать его афиши.
Kitsuna.
Что-то дух вообще не в себе. Так, ну как всегда начнем со сценария, который нам предпишут.
Great. A
Несчастную
new
смерть.
script. The Curse of Zaroff, Act 3. Little Jerry won't give up
He kept bothering the foxes incessantly.
until... They grew tired of the immature smart aleck and devoured him,
естественно.
bones and all.
Ouch!
Ну. Смотрим, кто будет смеяться последний. Так, ладно. Что у вас вообще тут есть? Колокольчик. Окей. День-день.
Louder!
Так, новые реакции.
But how?
Окей. Так, мы поговорим с Кицуне.
Kitsuna! She can't hear me.
Human and fox cannot be friends. We have nothing in common. There cannot be anything. And even if there were, we would break their hearts, biting their flesh or biting their soul. That is the only bond permitted between us.
Так. А если тебе отдам твой колокольчик? Не слышу, да?
Foolish boy, I can smell your intention, but she cannot hear you. She is mine.
Так, ясно.
She is his!
Значит, нужно что-то делать с колоколом. А, точно. Давай-ка мы перенесем тебя и попробуем оглушить ее.
Let's see what happens when I hold this thing against the bell.
Бубничку. Гениальный.
My ears!
Бери. Кицуне.
I hope she'll remember her bell. Kitsuna?
Jerry,
Ага, вроде помогло.
Are you trying to rob me of my remaining senses? Human! I shall have all humans suffer for this, including your little
Так,
kitsune.
как бы с тебя сорвать-то идти?
fox, I swear.
You may wish to be a fox again, but your heart
уже
is
говорил.
lost. I shall protect your ears from the confusion wrought by humans.
Jerry!
Quick, Kitsuna, run away!
You belong to us!
I will always be a fox, Jerry.
Эти глаза по кругу гуляют.
And
Очень
Jerry's
безумно
sound
понял.
carrier shattered in his backpack.
Oh, great.
What
The
chap-
sound carrier broke.
Так, что нам делать? Давай попробуем еще раз тогда использовать.
I'd better be careful with the...
А, если просто позвонить?
Louder!
Нет. Еще раз позвоним Кицуне.
Kitsuna? Are you alright?
Jerry,
Humans and foxes.
but if a human accepts a fox,
Так, я уже говорил.
Kitsuna, he will...
Jerry, I will.
I know, and that's a... You are a fox.
I
Так
am.
я это она уже не говорила.
Am a fox. Foxes fight.
Отлично. Ожил?
Young Kitsune, I am but a blind guardian, but my mind once again sees clearly. I owe you my thanks, human. Be a friend to her.
Так, и третий гость, как понимаю... Да. Всё. Выдергивай. Где-то все-таки больше похоже на копии какие-то. Что, Заров? Все идет не по плану?
Friendship removes the nail? Who's supposed to believe that?
Ну что ж, тебе остался последний шанс. Ух ты. И где у нас тут сценарий? А, вот он.
Where am I now? Ice everywhere, and water as far as I can see. Oh, the wind is very cold.
The boy was so overjoyed at getting to spend another vacation in one of the most beautiful places on Earth.
Vacation?
That, cheering loudly, he tore off his clothes and jumped into the ice-cold water.
Jerry on the rocks!
I'm beginning to think you don't care about me at all.
Mr. Hazelnut, I resent your attitude. The only thing I care about is art. But you just won't follow the script.
Yes, please forgive me. I will just try harder.
I certainly hope so, you useless amateur!
Прекрати не грозить.
Farewell.
Так, а что это у нас такое?
A mighty polar whale broke through the ice behind Jeremy. And with his mighty voice he proclaimed,
You have made a brave effort. You even advanced to the edge of the eternal ice. But you cannot withstand the cold. It is time to give up. To let go. Join me as I slide into the dark, cold waters under the ice.
Ну что ж, как всегда, начнем с сценария.
Great, another script.
the magnum opus of the fantastic Zaroff. A first-class literary stroke of genius, you ignoramus.
The title is The Curse of Zaroff, fourth and final.
Отлично.
A masterpiece of simplicity.
Jerry was at the North Pole, it was cold, he was freezing.
Just like really being there. It's so authentic.
Jerry was snowed in and frozen. Everyone was happy about that. The polar whale sang with joy.
What a beautiful ending. So tragic.
Все финалы однообразны. Ну, аккуратно. Все, читали? Леденец, хватай леденец.
Gigantic candy cane.
Jerry couldn't resist. He had to lick it just once.
You just want my tongue to freeze to the thing.
Exactly. Finally, you've read the script. Go right ahead, then.
No. I'm going to save the cake for later.
Он все-таки взял, да? Хорошо. Так, что у нас еще здесь есть?
Oh, the boy is just too smart for you.
А люди, по всей видимости, потихоньку пробуждаются, да? Точнее, животные. Так, что у нас тут еще есть? Океан.
Ice flows and water as far as the eye can see.
Jerry was fascinated by the relentless cold of the Arctic Sea. The sight of its icy waves alone was enough to make Jerry shiver uncontrollably.
Окей, что еще есть? Елка.
The Christmas tree. Mum always bakes delicious mince pies for Christmas.
The young boy's yearning for the familiar sweets was downright overwhelming. It painfully reminded him of the fact that his mother would never again hold him in her
Начало
arms.
было. Ты проигрываешь шаг за шагом.
This is just low.
The curse and all that is all right, but dragging his mother into this?
Disgusting!
Quiet!
Maybe it'll
публика на
make
моей
me feel
стороне.
better if I take down the decorations.
Окей, у нас уже гирлянда, отлично. Верный кит.
That is the eye of the polar whale. And he looks distressed.
And it's no wonder Jerry posed a sorry sight after all.
О, ты раздражаешь.
No, it's because of your posters. It looks like he's watching me.
Так, что у нас еще осталось? Тоже океан. Ну и что делать? Так, что можем сделать с огромным
Oh, my
леденцом?
tummy aches just looking at it.
Гирлянда.
How on earth did scientists get the idea this kind of thing would attract whales?
Jerry held up the string of lights.
Что смешного?
In an instant, the polar whale leapt out of the water, burying the boy beneath his gigantic gills.
Gills? Whales are mammals, you know.
How embarrassing.
Окей, ладно. Все это не получилось. Хорошо. Что мы можем еще сделать с тобой?
Dropping a line into the water with no
Без
hook
рук?
makes no sense to me.
Так, а если попробовать вас соединить?
Ho ho ho! Now I have a very festive
О,
fishing rod.
великолепно.
I bet this is how Santa fishes.
Так, а теперь...
You know, I bet if Santa ever goes ice fishing, he takes along plenty of warm milk and cookies. Right, let's see what happens.
The polar whale had taken the bait and dragged the wimpy boy down into the icy
Ну,
depths.
Just a cable?
Ah, that's an evil,
Змей.
Electric! It looks electric!
yes, that's it. A wicked electric
good.
cable
Okay.
eel that's about to, just a moment.
That's about to wrap itself around my scrawny neck and zap me with a lethal electric shock.
Yes, exactly. Very good.
I think you need a vacation if you depend on a 12-year-old to create your heart for you.
Дружок. Ну что ж, посмотрим, что это такое. Провод.
The cable loops back there to where all the wind is coming from. Wait, why am I saying back there when I'm clearly on an ice floe in the middle of the ocean? I'll just pull on the cable.
Дергай. Опа. Так, мы подвинули вентилятор по всей видимости, да?
It's a wind machine.
Это вентилятор обычно.
So that's where all the wind is coming from. How very odd. I thought that wind resulted from the difference in air pressure between high and low pressure areas. Guess the teachers in my school must have lied.
Так, если теперь тебе проводить как-то так развернуть.
I don't want to fish for that.
Нет. Еще могу подергать тебя. Вот, великолепно.
I see.
Так, теперь дай-ка мы тебя на зарф отправим.
Looks like
Пусть
the fan's
почует.
direction can be changed.
No, you can't do that. The fan blades would chop up your delicate fingers.
Baloney.
Почувствуй прохладу свою же. А, ну да, так лучше. Окей. Так, это у нас последний гость.
That is much better. Thank you, little lamb. walker.
No, no, no!
Да тихо
Our
ты.
nightmare is now over.
Зато кошмар Зарафа только
Are
начинается.
still dwelling under the curse of darkness. You have got to help them.
But I'm nothing but a herring.
And Zaroff is a mighty whale! Ha 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 ha!
I'm way too small.
Невротик.
That is exactly your strength, little land walker.
Woohoo! Jerry! You can do it, Jerry!
Quiet!
We believe in you, Jerry!
Go, Jerry!
Вся публика окончательно перешла на мою сторону. Давай пойдем достанем последний же гвоздь.
I shall now dive home. Be strong, Jerry. Be strong.
I will stop Zaroff. I will stop him.
Curses.
Ничего, сейчас мы до тебя доберемся. Так, что за гвоздем?
No, no, no!
Это да. Да,
You'll
да,
ruin
да.
everything! You...
Я все исправил.
Jerry removed the nail.
Ясно, где я их переношу, если не
He
размером с
realized
меня.
that this was all just a dream that he and his friends were trapped in. He understood that he was able to change the dream
But
because it was his dream.
you can't.
The unfriendly man congratulated Jerry
Congratulations, boy. You did it.
and was suddenly much nicer than before.
That was truly fantastic, Jerry. Boy, this was weird, but you kept on top of it. Absolutely awesome.
The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jerry Hazelnut!
И это все, я так понимаю. Все заканчивается на хэппи-энде.
Encore!
Надо все-таки проучить Зарафа. Ну, по всей видимости, все.
And finally, Jerry woke up.
Мы, кстати, таки не освободили Матиза.
No,
Вот ведь несчастье, да?
no! This is impossible!
Какой ужас. Я понимаю, он вернулся в свой мир?
We're back in the clearing.
The audience? Oh, are they
Нашего
spirits?
просто с
They're
отцом,
dreamers.
как я понимаю, тоже где-то между мирами
Cars
застрял.
brought them here.
Why are they so angry?
I've seen this before. They are restless. They are furious. They could forget their way back in their blind rage.
And then
Then they would just become empty spirits haunting the dreams of others. Hittadama.
Watch out, Jerry!
Что такое? Ух ты, что ты делаешь?
It came from over there.
Zaroff. You, calm down the dreamers.
Ладно, в машине все кончено.
I'll take care of Zaroff.
But Jerry!
He's right. You can sing, can't you?
Well, yes, but...
неплохо. Я не прочь остаться здесь. Джерри разбирается в одиночку. Так, и друзья, видимо, почему-то начинают просыпаться. Ну, отлично. Ну что ж, Заров, пора нам
Now,
закончить.
where did Zaroff get to?
You!
Я,
You defeated the lizards, removed the nails.
тоже я,
The Marquis chose you well.
согласен.
Now, show me what you're made of, Dreamwalker!
Jerry, defend yourself.
Как? Ой-ой-ой, что делать? Давай. Что теперь делать? Ладно, еще раз. Можно какую-то подсказку?
Try to counter Zarov's spells.
Ну, ты уже сделал. Что дальше? Так, когда перевела дневники. Подожди. Заров, не для тебя. Фиолетовый, окей. Фиолетовый. Что дальше? О. Так, значит, надо позднее еще пользоваться. Окей, ладно. Это все. Либо объяснений. И вроде что-то сделал правильно, да?
Excellent. You repelled his spell with the nail and rendered it harmless. Zarov lost one of his spells.
Пораньше не мог мне об этом сказать. Так, синий. Синий. Честно, я не знаю, по какому принципу гвозди выбираются. Я могу любой использовать. Давай тогда серебро. Нет? методом тыка будем видим туда определяться. Что на этот раз. Красный. Ладно, пробуем. Тогда на красном серебро. Рано или поздно попадем, я думаю. Окей. Давай. Тоже нет. Хорошо. Значит, серебро у нас на зеленый тогда в этом исключение получается. Что ты сейчас используешь? Красный. Так, да, мы сейчас только красный используем. И после этого, я думаю, уже все станет на свои места. Так, давай. И... Ага, отлично. В итоге получается золотой у нас работает на фиолетовый, серебряный, зеленый. Да? Если правильно понимаю. Давай, дружок. Синий. Я думаю, я с синим уже покончил. А нет, я с фиолетовым покончил. Так, на синий у нас тогда получается золотой гвоздь. Сейчас, подожди, хоть не грозить. Пробуем. Ну уже. Отлично. Ну и последний.
Excellent. Now Zalov has only one remaining spell.
О, смотри как. Кейс появляется. Давай. Кончим со всем этим. Так, ну, серебряный. Ой. Прощай, дружок. Отпрыгался.
You took everything I had. For this I shall...
Убежишь?
No. You. It is you.
В этом случае отца вернуть не хочет. О, наконец-то появился.
You did it, Jerry. Zarov used his magic against you and lost.
I didn't mean to do it. Not like this. Marquis, are you...
He's still too weak. He cannot answer you.
Oh, он в молодости.
Who's the boy? Where did he come from?
The tree, it remembers. It remembers the teacher and the apprentice who once visited this place. Zarov did evil things. That's why he cannot look the child he once was in the eye. But who among us could, after all?
Who is he? What does all this mean?
the great Zaroff, one of the greatest illusionists of his time. You may have heard of him. Not many remember him now. In reality, he wasn't just an illusionist. He was one of us, a magician. Zaroff was the last apprentice of the Marquis de Hoto. When the rabbit trained him, he was just a boy, not much older than you. When his training was finished, young Zaroff and his teacher visited the clearing of the first tree, and they left some traces behind. The tree would remember them. Soon, the Marquis and Zaroff became living legends as they hurried from one world to the next, from portal to portal, and helped wherever help was needed. They were true tree walkers, but their path led them to a place where darkness ingrained upon their souls. I was there when the mirror of shadows disclosed to them their own potential. They beheld their own brightest virtues and saw the darkest chasms within their souls. And only few can bear that kind of truth. So it was only a matter of time until the dark seed sprouted within them. And when it did, the Marquis was the first to start doubting the ideals of the tree walkers. Then the apprentice started doubting the teacher, and finally the two of them turned on each other in hatred. In his blind wrath, the Marquis banished his apprentice to the world from whence he came. He took away his ability to walk between worlds, so that every portal would remain closed to him. Zaroff became a prisoner in his own world. A world that had room for magic only on its stages. Thus he became the great Zaroff, the illusionist. But the appeal of the new tricks he invented to captivate his audience soon wore off, and Zaroff fell for a second time. Marooned, forgotten. In his despair, he began to rattle the doors of his reality. He turned to alchemy, forbidden experiments, to open up the portal worlds once again. And with every failed experiment grew the hatred for his teacher and for his audience that no longer cared for him. And when Zaroff was finally driven by nothing other than fury and revenge, something answered to his rattling and knocking. Consortium Squamata, the lizards. With its false promises, the Consortium had already passed through many worlds. Promises that would disturb the balance of nature. Zaroff was approached by 4 members of the Consortium. They offered the magician a deal. The lizards had surreptitiously obtained the ability to walk between worlds, but they didn't know the way to the most secret of places. Zaroff, on the other hand, had memorized the paths of the tree walkers, the portals, the path to the clearing of the first tree. Thus he led the lizards through the portals, betraying the tree walker he had once been with every step of the way. In exchange, they gave him the power to cast a curse on one of the first trees. The lizards gave Zaroff 4 nails. 4 nails made of 4 cursed metals serving to drive the magician's spell deep into the trunk of the first tree, where it would take effect and make the inhabitants of the portal worlds his final audience, thus trying to obtain respect and glory by force, Zaroff's final great triumph. And while the portal worlds were suffering from the curse of Zaroff, the lizards invaded them, as they had done many times before. Only one could have provided help, but Zaroff's mentor, the Marquis de Hoto, had spiraled himself further into the darkness that the Mirror of Shadows had revealed to him.
The Cold One.
He was willing to let us freeze to death.
The good tree walker who had trained Zaroff. I had already given up hope I would ever meet him again. But when Zaroff entered the clearing, the first tree remembered the magicians. When it recognized the threat that the apprentice posed, the first tree brought to life and sent out the memory of his teacher. So, the memory of the Marquis de Hoto, shaped long before his own corruption set in, left the clearing of the first tree, and promptly forgot that it was nothing but a memory. And once again, he was a true tree walker. He set forth to find himself an apprentice, somebody who would be able to stop Zaroff. He answered your call. The roots of the first tree run deep, even into our dreams. The Marquis found you, Jerry, because you had a dream.
What will happen to Zaroff now?
This place might be his only salvation. He will remain in the shadow of the first tree. The Marquis, the first tree, they were right. You went beyond yourself. That's how you finally got to this place and faced down Zaroff. The Marquis made you a true tree walker, but you were forced to pay a high price. When the Marquis went from idea to reality by entering your world, something else had to go. Your father. As though through a revolving door, the Marquis came to life, and your father was lost in the rift between worlds and forgotten. But do not worry. You saved us all, and very soon we will return the favor.
Надеюсь, сейчас мне вернут моего отца.
An acquaintance of mine once said, "Only those who get on the way can find their way." And so it came to pass that Jerry had to leave his mentor behind in the clearing of the first tree. Jerry knew that he had been more than the memory of a courageous, one-of-a-kind tree walker, more than the first tree of Mousewood needing Jerry's help. He had been a friend. Then, for the last time, the Marquis slowly turned and lifted his hand as if to wave goodbye.
I will never forget you,
said Jeremiah Hazelnut.
And I will never forget you.
Came the reply from the shadows at the foot of the tree. And the boy knew the Marquis, the tree, he would remember him. When Jerry returned to Mousewood, lost in thought, there was music in the streets, because for the first time in a long while an apprentice had come to Mousewood to study the art of arts. And for the first time in a long while, the Treetop Festival, the celebration of friendship and courage, was held in honor of an apprentice who had finished his training, in honor of the tree walker, Jeremiah Hazelnut, the rabbit's apprentice.
Ну что ж, и на этом достаточно печальная и красивая история подходит к концу. И здесь у нас, по всей видимости, уже собрались все. Сегодня мы будем...
We put it together yesterday in a hurry.
Very stylish, boys.
And it was great fun too.
Yes, diligent work is fun.
You again.
По всей видимости, могу просто поговорить со всеми, кто здесь находится, и обсудить. Вроде единственное, кого у нас тут не хватает, это самого Макиза, который остался у дерева. Печально знать, что он не совсем живой персонаж. Он достаточно привык, он нам сильно помогал. Но в любом случае, на этом мы заканчиваем. Всем спасибо и доброй ночи.